once our president Clinton found out that I was sick, you know, he called me and he goes, "Oh, are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, you know, I was just released from the hospital." And he says, "Oh, good. So you're not going into work for a while?" And I said, "No, you know, I'm going to be off for a while." And he says, "Oh, great. Well, do you need anything?" I said, "No, I'm fine." He says, "Oh, okay. Well, just let me know." Then he hung up and called back. "So you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." And he said, "Good. You think you can get the minutes out there for the meeting?" I said, "Minutes for the meeting?" He goes, "Yeah, and about that sponsorship, you think you can do a little research since you're home? Does it hurt to go to those meetings?"
Our official goal for sponsorship is $50,000, and we will be targeting not only corporate businesses, but also local businesses here in the Los Angeles.
Last but not least, Cale Beverly, the Technology Chair Committee, and what I envisioned of what we're trying to do this year, 2006, is really capture events like this. I mean, it's a beautiful event.
In action, we out here on the beach in LA.
Yeah.
Doc Wilder, getting it going on with NSN Los Angeles chapter.
So if you're not out here, that's on you. You really ought to be here to check this out.
Events that are coming up. So the National Sales Network, 2007 is definitely going to be our year. So we need your support. Come on out and support us, and we'll definitely support you.
Al Goodman is the chairperson for our finance committee.
They always say somebody like to count the money, right?
I think NSN has a place. I think if we can get enough people down here to feel the buzz, I think they'll get the point that we need some place to network, because if you're in the sales business like I am, you need some place where you can go so you can get feedback and hear what are some of the trials and tribulations other people are going through, so you don't think you're in it alone.
And we're going to officially announce our new president. She's been like, "I've been president for a while now, haven't I?" I said, "No, it's almost like Obama. He wasn't officially president till January 20th. So this is your official at 1 o'clock. If you bring the gavel up here, at 1 o'clock, we're going to have some tradition here as we pass this down, and we're going to strike. There we are. She is officially the president of NSN. Welcome, Jordan McKenzie, the 2009-2010 president.
This is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to accept the presidency for the Los Angeles National Sales Network.
Lost without you.
I've already got a door open with Kathy Hughes of Radio 1 for my business. And we are so appreciative, fortunate, blessed to have a team of very talented, very energetic, and very creative young people.
You're watching NSN News LA with Cale, Christy, and Ray.
Welcome, and thank you for watching NSN News LA. We're your hosts. I'm Ray.
And I'm Cale. NSN News LA is where you want to be. I mean, look at all the excitement. And this is just the first. What we're going to do is we're going to give you a glimpse of what NSN has to offer right here in your city, Los Angeles.
It is just absolutely thrilling to look out and see the faces of some of you that started this journey with Clifton and I 5 years ago, and to see where you were then and to see where you are now. The organizations, the connections, the memories.
Clifton Mosley, Cale Beverly, you guys did your thing.
Very much, because today we need to be able to sharpen iron against iron and learn everything that we can from each other, the best practices that will allow us to advance ourselves personally and professionally and career-wise. And this panel today is very powerful, and it was very, very informative.
Is that everybody's doing their own thing? Caught up in a Eurocentric value system, Anthony, of rugged individualism, survival of the fittest. Well, it's a trick. There is no power here. This is where the power is. When you connect the dots, this is what NSN understands.
And typically when I talk to the audience, they're surprised to learn that I didn't go to Harvard or Yale. I went to, really a no-name university, Cleveland State University. I went to Baldwin Wallace College for my MBA. I didn't go to Harvard or Stanford. And really, it's always funny to watch the expressions on the face of people in the audience because they expect me to say I went to those schools. But it's important for me to stress upon them, it's not how you start out, it's how you finish.
It's very easy to use as a crutch. I didn't go to this school, I didn't go to that school. It's not that difficult. One of my good friends of mine went to a very small college. They said he was too slow, couldn't run his routes that well, but Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State ran all the way to the NFL Hall of Fame from a small school. So it doesn't matter how you start out, it's how you finish up.
This next tune is called Do Something Else.
This was a phenomenal event. It was my first time coming to this particular event, and it's much, much better than I expected, and then some. This is an incredible event that I definitely won't miss ever moving forward, for sure.
And I get to do what I do, whether it's 5 people, 50 people, 500 people, or 5,000 people. And I would suggest when you get to do what you do, we should never see it as work. We should see it as service, because service is the rent we pay for our space on this earth. So I begin this presentation by saying thank you, NSNLA, for letting me come not to speak or not to work, but to literally serve you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the master of sales motivation, Victor Antonio.
Most people don't want to be pressured into buying. Would you agree with that? Nobody wants to be pressured into buying. But is it possible to empower people to make a decision you want them to make? I think it is. Write down a number, don't let your neighbor see it, between 2 and 10. All right, raise your hand if this makes sense. There are no gray elephants in Denmark. That is a cheap parlor trick to illustrate one thing. Just by a sequence of questions, I can guide you to the conclusion I've already predetermined for you. Because listen carefully. The average salesperson practices what to say. The superior salesperson practices what to ask. Therein lies the difference.
It's so amazing. Business is so critical with relationships, and this is a great opportunity for me to maintain those relationships. I love the NSN, and you need to get connected to the network.
NSNLA, get connected to the network.
NSN, get connected to the network.
NSNLA, get connected to the network right now.
NSN Network, LA, I'm sorry. NSNLA, get, oh, okay, NSN, okay.